in this lesson, we're going to name the 3 measurement systems that are used in healthcare. We're going to identify the units of measurement used in the English system. We're going to convert between units in the English system.
Measurement systems.
All right, so we have different systems of measurement that are used in healthcare. So they include English, metric, apothecary system. Each one of those systems has its own units that they use for measurement to distinguish length, volume, and weight. So healthcare workers must learn how to use each system as well as how to convert measurements from one system to another. This is when it starts getting a little bit tricky for people.
The English system.
So English system, the first one we're going to talk about is the most common in the United States. Sometimes called the household system. It's not the most accurate though. Healthcare workers must learn to express measurements using this system so that patients, especially those in the United States, will understand information about their healthcare. English system is the most accurate measuring system. False. Not the most accurate. Where is the English system the most common measuring system? United States.
What everybody else uses?
English system. Length.
Like metric, apothecary. In healthcare, units of length are used to measure a patient's height. So for adults and children, height is usually taken by using a measuring bar on a balance beam scale. For infants, height is measured by the measurements marker made on a flat surface. Length units are used to measure the circumference of an infant's head. So I know y'all have went to the doctor and they make you stand against a little thing there and measure you.
Height.
Yeah, and then babies, what they normally do, what I've seen them do, the little roll of paper that they pull over the like exam table or the bed or whatever you sit on, they'll just pull that out, put the baby down, try to stretch them out, and then they just mark it with like a pen or a marker, and then they can measure it that way. Because you're not gonna get a baby to stand, and so they do infants like that. And we have one, but I got another one, but I need to get whoever. I don't know who puts them up, like mounts them. But that one is broken, I believe. It was broken when I started working here. But sometimes the scales have them, but that one didn't have that. Didn't have it. Sometimes the scale, on the scale it'll come up, a little piece will come up, and you can use it. But mine, that scale didn't have one on it. So. In the English system, length is measured in inch, foot, yard, and mile. Oh, this is them doing the circumference of the head right there.
English system. Weight.
All right, so in healthcare, a patient's weight is usually measured on a balance beam scale. In the English system, weight is measured in following units. So this is balance beam. That's like that scale back there, because it has these bars up here, and you have to this little black thing has to be like in the middle and steady, and that's why it's called a balance beam scale. So you measure ounce, pounds, and ton. Well, I think it won't work.
English system. Volume.
All right, so with volume, or capacity are used when prescribing medications to be taken at home. Cleaning solutions and beverages may also be measured using English units. In the English system, volume is measured. You have drop, which is represented as GT, T, or GT, teaspoon, a T or TSP, tablespoon, a big T or TBSP. Then you have your ounce, your cup, your pint, your quart, your gallon. So, everybody has seen like measuring cups before that have these things on them. The little measuring spoons that have your teaspoon, tablespoon, and stuff like that. So you can buy things that has the correct measurements on it, like when you're measuring things out.
Convert English unit.
All right. So I had y'all write this down to help y'all with conversions. So the units in the English measuring system are related to each other. So this chart shows the relationship between units. Simple calculations may be used to convert from one unit to another. Healthcare workers must memorize these relationships. All right, so we have an example. It's generally recommended that adults drink 64 ounces of water each day. How many cups is this? Follow these steps to convert ounces to cups. So we determine the number of ounces in one cup.
Pardon interruption. I need Ashanti Collins. Ashanti Collins. Come down to the main lobby.
All right, so we know if we look at our we're looking for volume, we look at our little chart, 1 cup equals 8 ounces. All right, so you'll divide the total number of ounces by the number of ounces in 1 cup. So we know 64 divided by 8 is 8. So the answer is adults should drink 8 cups of water per day. Y'all probably already knew that's how much you should drink, but 64 ounces is what's recommended that we should drink.
Convert English units.
All right, another example. In the previous example, a smaller unit ounces was converted to a larger unit cups. When converting from smaller to larger, division is used. However, multiplication must be used to convert larger unit to a smaller one. So you have an example. You have an infant that weighs 7 pounds. How many ounces is it in this? Follow these steps to convert pounds, which is larger, to ounces, which is smaller. So you'll determine the number of ounces in 1 pound. So if you look up here, 1 pound equals 16 ounces. Okay, so you'll multiply the total number of pounds by the number of ounces in 1 pound. So 7 times 16 equals 112. So you identify the answer. The answer weighs 112 ounces, but that's equal to 7 pounds. So if you're going from ounces back to pounds, then you would divide it to get 7.
Convert English units. Example.
All right, so conversions within measuring systems do not always work out evenly. For example, when converting from inches to feet, it is likely that there will be several inches remaining after the whole number of feet is determined. Special care must be taken to label the units of measurement correctly. So an example, a medical assistant measures the height of a patient as 54 inches. How many feet and inches is this? You'll follow these steps to convert inches to feet and inches. So determine the number of inches in 1 foot. So 1 foot is 12 inches. You'll divide the total number of inches by the number of inches in 1 foot. So you have 54 divided by 12 equals 4.5. Notice that 4.5 does not equal 4 feet and 5 inches. The figure 4.5 means 4 and 5 tenths, or 4.5 feet. So you'll multiply the number of whole feet by the number of inches in 1 foot. So your whole foot you have, or whole feet, is 4. So you'll multiply that by 12. That'll give you 48. So you'll subtract product of number 3 from the total number of inches. So you'll subtract 54 minus 48. That'll give you 6. So notice that 6 is the number of inches that remain after the whole feet are subtracted. So your patient is going to be 4 feet and 6 inches. So that's how they determine, like they give you inches, and then they want to know how tall they are. If you don't know what the inch, the conversion is, that's how you'll figure it out. I think y'all might write this length down. 1 foot. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Yeah, it starts to get fuzzy. Can y'all see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, see, I saw it. It's popped out. I just didn't I'm sure I can go and do it. I should go and do it after I can do it. Can you get over there? Work? Why you want to work going on work? Yeah, when you go. All right, y'all got it. Not like me today. All right, so we're gonna look at your flip to your English system form that you got. All right, y'all got one that says 62 inches to feet in inches. Mm-hmm. So this is
Convert English units. Example.
huh? What?
22 inches.
How you get it?
Oh, I get it, because you divide the 12 inches with the 62 inches. Well, that's how I do it. No, it's just 62 inches to feet. 1 feet is 12 inches. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I do it.
Okay. Did everybody see that?
Say it again. She divided the weight by 12. If 1 feet is 1 foot.
1 foot is 12 inches.
It's 12 inches.
So you got, when you divided 62 by 12, what did you get?
5.
So you're 2 inches. How you get the 2 inches?
How I get the 2 inches?
Yeah.
I don't know where. I don't know. I just realized that. I know it's 5. I don't know how.
62 minus 60. So
I rounded up. Cause it's 5.1, 5.16.
but you're okay. So let me show y'all so y'all know. Go back to the example.
Convert English
All
units.
right, so we had what, 62 inches. So we know 1 foot equals 12 inches. So the first part was like she divided the 62 divided by 12, just like this. But you got 62 divided by 12, and that gave you 5. You said
Yeah.
5 point what? 5.1. Okay, so like this example, that does not mean it's 5 feet and 1 inches. So we know we got the 5 feet. So like here, they got 4.5, but that's not 4 feet, 5 inches. That's just 4 feet. So you're going to multiply the number of whole feet by the number of inches in 1 foot. So 4 times 12. So we multiply the 62 times 12 and got, what do we get? Huh? No, no, not 12. Wait, what I did? Oh, 12 times 2. I mean, not 2. What was the answer? 5.
5 points. No.
Yeah. So you multiply 12 times 5 gives you 60. And we take 62 minus 60. That gives you the 2 inches. Yeah. Because so I know you're looking at this book. So right here is going to be 62 instead of 54. Because that's what our example gave us, right? So you're going to divide it by 12. That's going to give you 5.1. But we know that's going to be 5 feet. The 1 doesn't mean 1 inch. All right. So we know we got 5 feet. You're going to take that 5 feet. You're going to multiply it by 12. It's going to give you 60. And you're going to subtract 62, which we had in the beginning, minus 60. That gives you the 2 inches.
Okay. So that's where the 2 inches come from?
Mm-hmm. You said you just rounded up.
I thought it was just rounding it up.
You want me to do it again, Sanaa? Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't have, let me see. I don't even know this thing got I'm not a math teacher. I don't know if you got no smart board capable. No, let me see. Let's see. See if we can figure this out. It says installing, whatever that means. Let's see. It still says installing. Does that mean? I'm using whiteboard portion. Alright. I'll just use a blank piece of paper. Alright, so our answer, we're looking, what was our question asked us?
62 inches to feet.
62 inches to feet in inches. Alright, so we got 62 2 inches to feet and inches. Alright, so we trying to do 62 inches to feet and inches. So what's our conversion? 1 foot equals what? Equals 12 inches. Alright, so we got 62 inches. So what's our first step? We know 1 foot is 12 inches, so we're trying to figure out the feet and inches. So we know we got 62 divided by 12, which gives us 5.1. You see that much? Okay. So 1 foot equals 12 inches. So we're going to take the 62 inches. We're going to divide it by this 12 inches. Is 5.1. So we know that we have 5 feet. We know that so far. So we got our 5 feet. Now we got to figure out our inches. Okay. All right. So to figure out our inches, we're gonna take the 5 feet times 12, which is gonna give us 60. Okay, so we're gonna take what our original inches asked for. So we got 62 minus 60, gonna give us 2. So that's our 2 inches. So that person is 5 foot 2 inches. You see it now? Okay. Alright, let's look at the next one. Uh-oh. Alright, so the next one, 37 inches to feet and inches.
Three feet only.
3 feet 1 inch. Alright, do I need to go over the steps for that one? Anybody? I don't mind. Anybody? Do y'all see how we got it? 3 feet 1 inch? We'll do it anyway. So we got 37. Alright, so we got 37 inches to 3 feet. To 3 feet. 2 feet and inches. So conversion we're going to use is 1 foot equals 12 inches. Alright, so what's next? 37 divided by 12 is going to give you 3 point who? Alright, so now what's the next step? So 12 times 3 equals 36. Okay. What y'all saying?
37 divided by 12.
Oh. 37. So you got 3 feet, which I forgot to put feet right there in 1 inch.
Wait, you said you got what?
3 feet 1 inch.
Oh, so 3 feet comes from the line.
Yeah, I forgot to put feet right there when I was typing. See, y'all can impress your family members. You go, they say I'm so many inches, you can be like, well, that's 3 feet 1 inch. You got it? Alright, let's see what's next. Alright, 4 feet and 7 inches to inches. Now, this one might be So what we gonna do? So what you get? So it's like you're going backwards. Because you're going from feet and inches to inches. Remember, we're going from inches to feet and inches.
Okay, can you do that one?
Yes. So we got 4 feet. What's the second part?
4 feet, 8 inches,
7 inches,
2 inches.
2 inches. So what's our conversion? 1 foot equals 12 inches.
So we use that for each one of them?
Well, when you got feet and inches. All right. So we got 4 feet 7 inches. We're trying to go to inches. We know our conversion is 1 foot and 12 inches. So what's the first thing we need to do? Multiply. So 12 times 4. Keep looking for a. Huh?
No.
48.
Oh, okay. And then add the 7 inches.
Did the light come on? Somebody said, oh, okay.
I got it now. And then add the 7 inches.
So that's going to give you
55.
equals 55. So we multiplied 12, your inches, times your 4 feet, and added 7, because you're trying to get inches.
Okay, so if it's inches to feet, then that means you divide.
Yes. Remember, they told us when you're going from larger to smaller and then smaller to larger. That's what they told us. Like, what is it?
Convert English unit. Convert English units.
Yes, right here. When converting from smaller to larger, division is what you'll use. You'll use multiplication when you're going from larger to smaller. So smaller to larger, you're going to divide. Larger to smaller, you're going to multiply. That's a mouthful. So y'all cool with those examples? Let's go grab y'all lunch and we'll look at the rest of them and come back. Oh.
Convert English.
Did you get, somebody brought you some, did you get it? Okay.
Convert English units.
All right, so next example, 6 feet and 3 inches to inches. Who? 75. Right.
What did I do wrong?
All right. 6 feet and 3 inches. Let's go back. You got it right? Anybody need to sit? You got to sit down? No? 6? Okay. Hold on.
I found that new.
You need a what? What I need? All right, so it's 6 feet and what?
6 feet and 3 inches to inches. Wait, is it that what you want you did?
I think so. I don't know. I don't have the paper for
I
me.
just seen you say 6 feet and I see 6 feet.
Is the answer 75?
Yes.
That's the right problem. Okay, 6 feet, 3 inches, 2 inches. That's what we're trying to do. All right, so we know that 1 foot equals 12 inches. I want a little smart board. I mean, my little whiteboard thing didn't ever come up. Okay.
12 times 6 plus 3.
So 12 times 6, which is 36. Wait. Sorry. I'm doing 12 on 3 in my head. 72 plus 3. Uh-oh. Plus 3 equals 75 inches. So we got 6 feet, 3 inches, and we're trying to go to inches. We know that 1 foot equals 12 inches. So you're going to take 12 times 6, which is going to give us 72, plus 3 equals 75 inches. So we're going, too many sirens and noises. So do you see it?
Mm-hmm. I had to write down on my
Okay. I know. I'm one of those people. I have to write stuff out. I can't just look at it. All right. So we got 75 inches. Let's see what's next. Did y'all write down the pounds conversion? The pounds and ounces conversion. Did y'all write that down? Oh, you. Let's see.
Convert English units. Example 2.
You need to know 1 pound is 16 ounces.
That's the only one?
I don't know what that question is. So just write both of them down. 1 pound, 16 ounces, and 1 ton is 2,000 pounds. I don't know if they ask y'all for that.
How long ago be on this?
What you doing?
I'm saying, for how long?
Then I told y'all people didn't like medical math.
I didn't.
It's really not bad.
I hope we won't be on this for long.
You just gotta remember if you divide or multiply, which one you do. All right, so let's look at our problem. What? What are we doing? What we doing? What we did? What we did? Oh, that's your thing. Oh, yeah. It just came in. Oh, where you gonna put it? I'm put it in the gym. I'm gonna show you how.
Which one is it? What is it?
Let's say, they want our face. Look. See, yeah, look. It's so silly. What's she saying? We're going to the ship.
How you know you?
I hate when this thing just logs me
Convert
out.
English units.
All right. This is our problem. All right. All right, so we got 27 ounces to pounds and ounces. Is that the first one on that paper?
On the other one, yeah. When you go down to.
I didn't say one, did I?
I ain't do that. I ain't right there. Yes, right. Please.
It's crazy.
All right. What y'all got? 1 pound, 11 ounces. All right. So we got 27 ounces to pounds and ounces. Let's 27. Oh, 27. What? Oh no. 27 ounces to what's that? Pounds? Pounds and ounces. Okay. Oh, y'all, I can't remember what we going on. All right, what's the first step? What's our what's the thing called? Conversion. I'm gonna use the abbreviation for pounds. Okay. 1 pound equals 16 ounces. All right, first step. Which gives us 1.6. Okay. Next step. Okay. Let me make it. Hold on. Wait. A little smaller because it's 27. What y'all said? 27 minus 16. Okay. Equals. So that's gonna be your ounces, right? All right. So we're going 27 ounces to pounds and ounces. Our conversion is 1 pound to 16 ounce. So it's like we did the inches and feet. So you'll take your 27 and divide it by 16. That's gonna give you 1.6. So we know. Hold on. So I'm gonna say so. It equals 1 pound. So we got 1.6. So we know that means it's 1 pound. So you'll take your 1 pound times 16 equals 16. So then you subtract 16 from your 27 ounces will give you 11 ounces. Just like we did the feet inches on it. Y'all see that one? Okay, let's look at the next one is 83 ounces to pounds and ounces. 5 pounds, 3 ounces. What? So 83 ounces to pounds and ounces. Do we need to work that one out?
do all of them?
Huh?
You do all of them?
We're gonna go through them together.
All of them?
I just made like when I
Not
went to make the
today.
copy. No, I know I told y'all that. I told y'all that today. I mean earlier I said I just went ahead and made all the copies.
I'm finished it.
Don't finish it if we going through it.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
That's why we're going through it so we can talk it out so y'all can understand hopefully. Alright, 3 pounds and 11 ounces to ounces.
59 ounces.
59 ounces. We need to do this one. £3 and 11 ounces. We'll do this one. 3 pounds and 11 ounces. Uh-oh. This mouse.
How they just getting up on the top of their head like
They've been working on them. They've been over here working on them. You thought they just looked at it and gave it out? Y'all got the paper in front of y'all already. So they just worked it out already. That's all.
Oh, because I'm finna say there's no way they just missing something.
What was it? 3? What was
3
it?
pounds, 11 ounces.
3 pounds, 11 ounces. Alright. So we know 1 pound
Oh, my God.
equals 16 ounces. Alright, what's our first step? We're going to multiply 16 times 3 gives us. Alright, so then we're going to
Add 11.
put the equal sign. Plus 11 gives us 59 ounces. So we got 3 pounds and 11 ounces, 2 ounces. We know 1 pound equals 16 ounces. So
Okay, I got one quick question. Where you get 1 pound?
This, y'all wrote that down. Remember I told y'all to write those, or you took a picture?
I wrote that.
You wrote it down? So that's like our conversion, what we use to figure it out. So then you're gonna take your 16 ounces for your 1 pound equaling 16 ounces, and you're gonna multiply that by 3. It's gonna give you 48 plus 11, gonna give you 59 ounces. Okay? You wrote that down? Mm-hmm. All right, 2 pounds and 7 ounces to ounces. So we got 39.
Wait. Can you go back up to... I didn't get that. I wrote down and wrote the answer. Okay.
So 2 pounds and 7 ounces to ounces is 39. So 2 pounds, 7 ounces, 2 ounces. So we got 1 pound equals 16 ounces. So 16. Okay, no fine.
So we're doing the one that said 2 pounds and 7 ounces to ounces. That's what we're doing. The one that said 2 pounds and 7 ounces to ounces.
Yes. Alright. So you got 2 pounds, 7 ounces, 2 ounces. We know our 1 pound equals 16 ounces. So you'll take your 16 times your 2 pounds, which is going to give you 32, plus 7 from there, it's going to give you 39 ounces.
Did we skip 2 of these on this one? Or I just didn't do it?
You was there doing, we did all of that. Did we do all of them on top? Yeah.
Oh, see your paper break? Oh, Miss Henry, you got to start in your room.
Where the shirt at?
Make that get teeth.
Mr. Hicks ain't no stranger. Alright, what about 3 teaspoons to drops? 225 drops. I'm gonna let her get caught up right here before we move along. What do I get this? This is a long week.
Thank you. Now, which one we on?
3 teaspoons to drops. And so the answer is 225, but we're gonna work it out before. So 3 teaspoons to drops. Okay. Alright, so 3 teaspoons to drops. Alright, what's our conversion? So 1 teaspoon. Oh, I can't spell. Teaspoon equals 75 drops. Alright, so what's the first step? So 3 times 75 equals 225 drops. It dropped GTTS. Right?
I just thought of it. We multiplying these numbers.
Yeah, that's why I had y'all to write down. That's why I had y'all to write those down because we're gonna use them.
No, I feel dumb.
Don't feel dumb. Why?
Because I ain't know.
But I keep putting your conversion in there, so it's on the board still.
Because I didn't know that was numbers with multiplying.
Do you see? You see? This one. How we got that?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going from teaspoon to drop. Your conversion is for every 1 teaspoon, that's 75 drops. So we're trying to figure out 3 of those. So you multiply 3 times 75, which gives you 225. Huh?
This one I get.
Yeah, this one's pretty easy. That one's pretty easy. Okay. 5 cups to ounces. Huh? 5 cups to ounces. So, trying to type one hand. 2 ounces. What's our conversion? 1 cup equals 8 ounces. Equals 8 ounces. First step. Oh shoot. I'm a smart boy, not looking wrong today. 5 times 8 equals 40. So that's 40 ounces. That one's pretty easy too. What? Who are you talking to? Oh, this one? You got that one, Shemai?
Mm-hmm.
All right. 10 quarts to gallons and quarts. 2 gallons and 2 quarts. 10 quarts to gallons and quarts. All right, what's the conversion? I was like, wait. 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. Okay. So what's the first step? So we got 10 divided by 4, which equals 2.5. So we know. Let me write it right there. So that's 2 gallons. Two times 4 gives you 8. So then 10 minus 8 equals 2. So that's your 2 quarts. So I think if you remember, if you're going from smaller to larger, you'll know like what you do, what you're doing. Is it one more on there? Okay.
What was that one there? 2 quarts?
2 gallons and 2 quarts. 2 gallons and 2 quarts.
Why 2 different ones?
Remember when we did what's the one we did? Inches. Because when you divide 10 by 4, it's gonna give you a 2.5 number, and we know that 0.5 is not anything. So we know you get that 2, that's gonna be 2 gallons. So now you have to multiply 2 times 4, give you 8. Then you subtract 8 from 10 and give you your 2 quarts. Because you're trying to figure out. You got your gallons. You need to figure out what your quarts are. Okay. Last one, 74 ounces to cups and ounces. Huh? What you asking on Shamari?
2 ounces. 2.
Oh, my bad. I'm trying to do things on. Hold on, let me go look up. What? So we got 74 ounces to cups and ounces. So we got 74 ounces to cups and ounces. So what's our conversion? 1 equals 8 ounces. First step. Gives us so 9.25. So we got 9 cups. I'm about to say gallons, my bad. All right, next. I'm trying to keep it all on the same. Yeah, 9 times 8 is 72. 4 minus 72 equals 2. So that's your ounces.
Who is this in your class?
Next year class. I feel like I got no class. Cups and 2 ounces. Alright. So we'll go over the other ones next week. Just keep all those sheets together. Okay. hopefully I figure out how to use my what you call it before y'all come. I don't even know if I got a pen. I don't remember if I gave me a pen to go with this smart board. I need to look. What's what's this English system? Cheyenne, where you get your scrubs from?